If you're over 50 and suffering with bad posture, then today's video is going to give you 3 great exercises to fix it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Will Harlow and I'm the over 50s specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today we're going to be talking about posture, why bad posture can be harmful for the neck and the back and the shoulders, and 3 exercises that are going to solve the problem. So when we're talking about bad posture, what we're talking about is this area of the body here. And what I would class as bad posture is basically chin poking out like this. There's really no benefits to this at all. I would also classify rounded shoulders as bad posture, a tight chest, and basically a rounded spine like this. Now, this combined leads to all kinds of problems if people stay in that position for too long. Now, some of the problems it causes are pain and tension at the back of the neck, and we see this a lot. It can also cause pain between the shoulder blades for people who sit like that for a long time. It can contribute to rotator cuff problems in the shoulder. It can also lead to issues like headaches and even loss of balance in some people too, because their weight is too far forward when they walk. So if you are recognizing this as the kind of thing that you often find yourself doing, then this video is perfect for you, and I'm going to show you some easy exercises you can use at home to fix it. Now, before I show you the exercises, it's important to note these are not suitable for everyone. They might be painful for you, and if they are, don't do them. And if you're not sure, please do go and get checked out by your doctor before you try. Anyway, that being said, let's have a look at the exercises now. So when we're talking about bad posture, the issues we're describing here are to do with our neck and our shoulders. So typically I think of bad posture as slouching with the chin out, the shoulders rounded, the chest tight, and the back in a C shape like that. So this is bad posture. Typically people are on their computer or their laptop. To show you from the side what that looks like, it's usually like this. And this is going to lead to problems in all of the areas we just mentioned. So what we need to do is a few different things to fix it. The first thing we need to do is we need to understand that bad posture is often caused by some muscles being too tight and others being too weak. So it's a movement dysfunction. And if we can rebalance those imbalances, we can often fix the problem. So one of the big causes of bad posture when it comes to the neck is weakness in this muscle underneath here. We call these the deep neck flexors. So if we can get the deep neck flexors to be stronger, we can usually improve people's posture. So there's one easy exercise to do that, and I call it chin tucks. So we do this from a sitting position, and we want to start off by sitting upright in as good a posture as we can with our chest out and our shoulders back. Now, for many people, their chin will already be like this. So just let your chin relax to wherever it wants to go. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to take 2 fingers from one hand and you're just going to rest them on your chin like this. And the movement here is very simple. All we're going to do is use our fingers to guide our chin back about 50%. Now, if you look at my eyes, they're staying at a level. They're not looking down towards the floor. They're staying looking forward as I do this exercise. And basically the movement is like creating a double chin. So we're going back and holding for 5 seconds. We're not going right back like this. We're just going halfway. And we're going to hold for 5. And if you're doing this correctly, you'll feel 2 things. You'll feel a bit of activation underneath here. That's the deep neck flexors. And you'll also probably feel the back of your neck either stretches or feels a bit stiff, or something's opening up. And that's typically because people are really stiff back here. Now let me show you from the side, because it will be easier for you to see from this angle. So we're sitting up nice and tall. The head's relaxed. You take your 2 fingers and you pop them on your chin. And you're just going to guide back 50% and then relax. So to show you again, 50% and relax, just like that. And I recommend that most people repeat this exercise 10 times in a row every few hours, especially if they're a desk worker, because that's massively going to improve the position of their head on their shoulders when they're sitting over time. And it also gives you basically a good habit of having your head stacked on top of your shoulders, which helps with posture when sitting and when walking. You can also do this when you're walking around. You don't need to be sat still. You can just pull your chin in 50% when you're moving around the house. All of these things add up over time to improve your posture. So it's definitely worth persisting with it. It feels like a silly little movement, but it makes a huge difference over the long run. Now, the second exercise that can help to fix your posture, move slightly down the body into this area here, which is the area between the shoulder blades that we call the rhomboids. Now, the rhomboids are an important muscle group which are very often neglected, especially again by people who sit a long time. Now, when you're sitting in bad posture and your shoulders are rounded, your rhomboids, which live here, they are split apart and they're stretched, which means that they're in a very poor position if they want to activate. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and wake them up to activate the muscle to improve our posture. So to make this work, we need a resistance band. It doesn't need to be a very tough one. You can get these online very, very cheaply. And we're going to ask the rhomboid to pull our shoulder blades back against the band. So I'll show you how we do this. We call this a band pull apart. So you hold the band in two hands like this, and you want to raise your arms up so that they're about shoulder height. And you don't want to be up like this. You want to keep your shoulders down and relaxed away from your ears. The exercise is very simple. You're just going to pull this band across your chest as tightly as you can. And then you relax. So I'm going to show you again so I don't hit the wall. So you come over and across like this. And the idea here is to really squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back and pull that band across your chest as tight as you can. I'm going to show you from behind so that you can see how this works. So we're watching my shoulder blades. They're coming together. They're really squeezing. I'm trying to keep my shoulders away from my ears. And I'm holding for about 3 seconds each time. So we're coming back, hold 1, 2, 3. And if you're doing this exercise correctly, even though we're not using much resistance, we're getting a hell of a squeeze on our rhomboids, which really activates them and improves our posture. Once our rhomboids are working a bit better, we find that our shoulders naturally start to set back because the rhomboids are able to switch on to stop us from doing this where we go very rounded. So we can open back up again, and it's the rhomboids that keep us open. And then the final exercise I've got for you is the band row. And this is a fantastic exercise, again, for activating the rhomboids and putting our shoulders into the correct position. So we're going to use our band again, and we need something stable that we can attach the band to without it pinging off. The best thing to use is something like a banister. If you have a rail at home, you can wrap a band around it. That would be perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the thing to wrap the band around, and we're going to put it around it equally so that we've got an equal length of band in each hand. We're just going to hold it with our arms pulled away from us, even though they're relaxed, and we're going to keep our shoulders back and down. So we're standing with good posture and our arms are relaxed. Now the band row is really simple. All we're going to do is we're going to pull the band in and again squeeze our shoulder blades together, pushing the chest out as we do so, and then relax. Now again, if you do this correctly, what we should find is that the shoulder blades come tight together, and when we're at this point of the movement, they should be split far apart. So we're basically alternating between shoulder blades apart and shoulder blades together. Now see how my arms are basically grazing my sides. They're brushing past my sides as I move. We're not flaring our elbows out to the sides because we don't need to. And I'm trying to keep my shoulders down away from my ears. What most people do when they're doing this incorrectly is they do this because it feels easy, but then we're just reinforcing the tightness in the wrong places. Let me show you this exercise from a different angle. So from this angle, you can see that I start with my shoulder blades split apart, and then I pull in and back like this, keeping my shoulders low, and my blades come together, and then I relax. So we're going to hold for about 3 seconds at the end. And I recommend for most people, they aim for somewhere between 6 and 10 repetitions in a row, but we're looking for good reps rather than lots and lots of bad ones because that makes it more effective. And this is a great exercise for improving strength in the muscles between the shoulder blades. You'll also get some benefit in your arms as well because you get stronger biceps, but but it's a fantastic postural exercise, and just doing these exercises is often enough to open you up and to feel a lot better about your posture as a result. So those are 3 of my best exercises to fix your posture. It does take a while to fix posture. Don't expect it to work like that. It's probably going to take at least 8 to 12 weeks for most people to see a change, but that's just because most people, when they start this, have had bad posture for a long time. So it takes a while to break the bad habits and to build the new ones back up. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get more from me, you can pick up a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and it's got loads more exercises and tips inside that can help you with your posture and other painful problems. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.